Hi, today we're going to use the super looper to apply the petals and the wing techniques. So you just need your regular strip of paper. This is 1/4 strip in width, and my super looper, which has two types of prongs. This one is closer in gaps and this one is a little bit wider in gaps. So I'm going to use this side for demonstration purposes. Okay, so the first thing I have to do is make a loop with my paper, like so. Okay, make sure you glue it well, and then open up a little bit so you can put this in the loops, in the prongs. Okay, I guess that's good enough. So when you do the petal or the wings technique, you start at the center of your comb. Okay, so I'm going to start somewhere here. I'm going to insert my, okay, so I captured two prongs right here somewhere in the middle. So what I'm going to do now, oh, it came out, should be two prongs, so there you go. Now there are two. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my paper up here and I'm going to pull it up, and see that prong above the two that I captured. I'm going to go above, insert my paper right there underneath that first prong on top, and I'm gonna pick that prong up on top. All right, so I'm going to put glue. Next, I'm going to put glue on the paper, fold it towards me, pinch it, and then put that paper underneath the bottom prong. See? And then I'm going to bring the paper up and pick up the prong at the bottom. Put glue. So every time you come up here on this part, you have to put glue. So now you put the paper down under, and then you're going to pick this up, the prong on top, one prong at a time. In the future, if you want to take two prongs at a time, that's also possible. Okay, so now you put the paper here, and then pick up that prong at the bottom and put glue again. And then from time to time you turn it around so you can see that, if you count, this was the one that we started with. We captured two prongs here, and then you can see we captured one prong at a time. So you have 1, 2 on top, then 1, 2 at the bottom. You want to make sure that these numbers are even. So if you have 3 here, you should have 3 here as well, and so forth and so on. Okay, so now I'm going to turn this around. I am going to make more loops. I think I will probably use most of the paper. I'm using a full strip of paper. Let me see. So you can see this paper right here is getting longer and longer because there are more loops. Okay, so if you turn around this way, notice that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 loops here, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So let me take one more. Okay, so now there's 5 on both sides now. Just be aware about the loops to make them even. I think I can make 6 on both sides before I stop. So let me turn this around. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. That's the double. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess they're both the same number now of loops, so I can end this. Can make sure it is glued well and dry. So once you know that, or you can feel that it's dry already, you can gently slide this piece out. Okay, that's what you do. Put it right there. I'm using my protractor to gently push the piece out. Oh, it didn't glue well. Okay, let me just put glue so. Right. Okay, so it should come out like this. Okay. Let me use my tweezers and let me pinch the center loop so it's like that. So this is how it looks like when you take it or remove it from your super looper. And for it to become a petal, you will have to fold the loops towards each other. So now it is a petal. You have the option to put something inside if you like to make it more fancy and more decorative, and then you have to wrap a piece of paper around it. You can use 1/4 strip of paper or 1/8, depending what you have available. Okay, so I'm going to show you an example of what it would look like if you insert a marquise inside this petal. Okay, so, and if you want to make a flower out of that, it looks like this. That is without anything inserted inside. But if you want to insert something inside, it will look like that. So again, it's up to you. Now for the wing techniques, it's the same thing. But the way you fold it differs. Okay, so I'm going to unfold this, make it flat again. Pinch it at the center, like those, like so. And then fold it this way. So now, that is your wing. Some people want to wrap something around it, make it decorative, and it becomes a petal too. Okay, so the wing technique is also versatile. It can be a wing, it can be a petal. And this is the one without an insert, but you could also insert something inside of it, just like a marquise, and it will look like this. And this. Okay, so that's how versatile this particular technique is. This is the one where I had put a marquise inside of it. Okay, and it's a wing technique because it looks like a wing if you want it to be used as a wing. So those are the two techniques that I demonstrated today. So again, if you fold it this way, it becomes a petal. If you fold it that way, it becomes a wing. Okay? All right. Bye-bye.